September 9th, 1955, and near the top of Pikes Peak, Colorado, a feeling of excitement. A 1956 Chevrolet seems certain to put a dramatic climax on the year's most amazing story of engineering achievement. Yes, this is the climax. But the story really begins nearly 1,400 miles away and many months earlier, back in October 1954. A startlingly new and different car is announced to the low-price field. Even the Chevrolet engineers who designed this car are impressed with the way it meets every conceivable driving test. Standard steering, super smooth. Front ball suspension, soaks up road shock like a sponge for remarkable riding ease. Overall stability, tremendous. Frame and body strength, almost unbelievable. And power to spare. Power to pull 16 different driverless cars from a dead start. The performance clincher, stock car races all over the country. A new champion with amazing ability to dig in on the curves and get away fastest on the straightaways. No wonder they're proud of this car and its record. And no wonder they wonder what new records the new 1956 Chevrolet will set. This new beauty brings still greater power and performance to the low-price field. But how much greater? That's the nagging question to be answered September 9th near beautiful Colorado Springs. But what's this? Actually a 1956 Chevrolet, carefully camouflaged because the climactic performance test comes many weeks before announcement day. And the test itself, a certified high-speed run up rugged old Pikes Peak, America's most famous mountain, and a continuing challenge to automotive engineers. The terrain, the road conditions, and the terrific altitude make this a truly punishing test for any conventional car racing the clock. The car pulls into the waiting point a few hundred feet below the start line. And just before the attempt to smash all previous records, Chevrolet people gather for a last quick check with the driver. A great deal depends on his confidence in the car. Plenty of confidence reflected here. The start line is at the 9,000-foot level. Timing officials from NASCAR, National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, get their electric-eye timing device ready for the running start. The approach flag, and he's off. The sizzling official start is flashed to the electronic timers up at the finish line, 14,110 feet above sea level. It's a long way to that craggy peak in the distance. 12 twisting, climbing, tortuous miles under the most extreme high-speed driving conditions. The new Super Turbo Fire V8 engine shows its work. 205 horsepower working smoothly at every altitude. Ample reserve power for the sudden spurt. Sure footing is just as important as high power. This is also a supreme test for roadability. Safe, sure ride control all the time. Smooth, effortless steering response. digging in to get going without wasted effort. Deliberate, controlled skids save precious seconds on tight turns. Extra cornering ability, and that means getting around curves safer and faster. Top performance all the way. But what about that record? The electronic timer holds the answer. And it's astounding. 12 and a half miles to the top of Pikes Peak in only 17 minutes, slashing the old record by more than 2 minutes. A new record, a new champion. No wonder congratulations are in order. But before the new record is accepted, NASCAR officials carefully check the car to make sure it's strictly stock in every respect. They accept it. And that's the story of the Colorado Climax. But not the end of the story for you. You may never want to race to the top of Pikes Peak, but you do want dependable power and superior handling ease. The thrilling response of the car engineered to perform superbly under every driving condition. And whether your engine is the new Blue Flame 6 with its exciting new 140 horsepower and 8-to-1 compression ratio, the high-performance TurboFire V8, now up to 170 horsepower, or the peak-powered new Super TurboFire V8 with its new 205 horsepower and increased compression ratio, you'll get 1,000 new thrills behind the wheel of the new Chevrolet, the car that wrote the Colorado Climax.